Hello everyone, welcome back to Hobbies with Jose. I'm Jose Carbajal. Today we've got issues 125 and 126 of Eaglemoss's Build the DeLorean. And yeah, today we're going to finish our build. Thanks for joining me again, everyone. Good to have you back. So yeah, today we are going to be completing our DeLorean build. Now, the original run did go up to issue 130. They have you build the plutonium case and they give you the little alarm clock that goes on the dashboard on the final issues. But I'm just focusing on the vehicle itself. So today we're going to be completing that. And there's also the extended run that Eaglemoss provides as well that I have some issues on already where you can modify it for the part 3 version where it's on the train tracks, but I won't even be putting those together really. We're going to be focusing just on the vehicle itself. So with that said, let's crack open number 125 and see what we've got. Here we have the parts included with issue 125. Doesn't look like a whole lot, but I think it's going to be a little bit involved here. We have our 2 exhaust cables, both left and right, a sticker sheet that we're going to put on various cables, and some AP screws. We're going to start with part number 125A, and that's going to be one of the exhaust cables here. You can identify the proper one because it has the peg at the end here at an angle. So this is going to be first, and we're going to take our sticker sheet. We're going to take one of the blue stickers and apply it on this end of the cable. And I'm definitely going to use my tweezers for this part here just to make things a little bit easier. I want to try and get it as straight as possible. I do hope that the stickers don't start peeling off, but we'll see how they work. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And next we're working with the same piece still, 125A. We're going to add a couple of more stickers, a blue and a white one, just along the center. I'm going to start with another blue one here. And it's going to be a little bit off center since I'll have the white one somewhat next to it, but I know it doesn't have to be perfect. It looks about right. Just want to make sure it's straight. There we go. And we'll grab our white one next. And it's not going to be touching the blue sticker, it'll just be right next to it. So far so good. And next we're going to take our other exhaust cable, number 125B. We're going to add the last 2 blue stickers onto each end of the cable and the last black one right in the center. Again, making sure it goes on straight. Okay. And it does look like they have it a little bit off center in the instructions. So I'll try to match it up. All right, and there's the other exhaust cable. Next, we're going to shift focus onto our back plate, and we're going to add a yellow sticker to the middle of the black hose here. Okay. Now that's the spot where it's going to go, but I think it's going to be easier if we remove the hose from the connection here, just to give us more freedom as we're wrapping it around. Just like that. And on this cable that's just dangling here, we're going to add a red sticker onto the center. There we go. And on this small cable hanging out towards the back, we're going to add a red and white sticker onto the center. Just like that. For the last red sticker, we're going to go back to our DeLorean, and it's going to go right in the middle of this cable here. Now, I'm actually going to pop it out just to make it easier on me here. There we go. And returning to our back plate, we're going to go back to our first exhaust cable, 125A. And again, that's the one with the peg at an angle. We're going to put this end onto the side of the exhaust vent here. And screw in 4 AP screws. Next, we take our other exhaust cable, 125B, and this will of course be the other one that has the straight peg, and it's going to go attached onto the other side of the exhaust cowl here. And we'll add some more AP screws. And now comes the fun part. We start adding the back plate to the DeLorean vehicle, and before we slide it in all the way, we're going to connect these two cables here, which light up our fusion reactor in the back. And we're going to tuck the cable in through the opening where it's coming out of right now. There we go. And we're going to start connecting all of our loose cables here, starting with this reactor cable. It's going to go right into this hole here in the back. Just like that. And this one hanging over here, there's a hole right in this black section here. I think I'll grab my tweezers for this one. There we go. And the center cable here is going to go into a slot right there in the back. Okay. And we have our other exhaust cable. It's going to go in a slot there on the back, which I don't think comes up on camera, but it's in a section of the bulkhead that's at an angle, which is why the peg is at an angle as well. And there we have our back plate fully installed. We just have one more issue to go. We're in the home stretch now. Let's see what we've got. Here we have the final pieces for our build for issues 126. We're going to finish up the exhaust cowls, and we've got some NP screws. We're going to start with parts number 126A. They're both the same, and we're going to insert each one into the back of the cowl. Just slide it in place like that, so. And having it in place is going to also help the bottom vent to not move up and down as well. So that one's in place. There we go. Next, we're going to take parts 126B, and again, they're both the same. So we're going to take one of them and insert it right onto the bottom here. Now, there's a hole right next to this little indentation here. We're going to match the hole with the peg that's on the bottom here. We're going to finish this off with a couple of NP screws on each side. And we do the same thing on the other side. And that, as they say, is that. I'm going to go ahead and finish putting in the zip ties that I skipped over from previous episodes. And I'm going to finally put it into its display case. We'll power it on and see how the completed piece looks. So there you have it. We finally have our DeLorean build completed and on display. And overall, it looks fantastic. I don't know if you can tell, I'm a little bit tired. This was 2.5 years in the making. Would I recommend this to other folks? I honestly don't know, because it's not without its challenges. It was really tough. Now, I started filming these episodes on issue 100. Some of the tougher ones were before that, putting some of the bigger pieces together. But if you're good with your hands, if you're good at building things, I think I would recommend it. Otherwise, just know it would be pretty tough. But she does look great, all in one piece, doesn't she? Thank you all for joining me on this trip. Hope you enjoyed it, hope you learned something. And if you like what you saw, I've got my other projects going on where I'm still finishing up the Gundam G40, and I'm going to be starting a new custom project soon after that. So hope you stick around for that. Thank you so much, everybody. Take care.